How's it going, people? Sam Slabber here, and this is your quest guide for the Giant Dwarf. No skipping or fast forwarding, just what you need to know. So, quest requirements, there aren't any, although I do highly recommend completing the Knight's Sword beforehand. Skill wise, you need 12 crafting, 14 thieving, 16 firemaking, and 33 magic. Item wise, you'll be requiring 3 cut sapphires, 1 coal, 1 iron bar, 5k coins, a normal log, telekinetic grab runes, which is an A and a law. You'll also need to be on the normal spellbook, and your weight needs to be less than 33 kilograms. Additionally, you will need a stockpile of ores and bars from clay up to mithril. If you are not on Iron Man, then you can simply use the Grand Exchange and buy these when you'll need them later on in the quest, as it's random which ones you require. If you are on Iron Man, however, you will want a stockpile of these. Roughly up to 20 of each should do you, as you'll be randomly asked to gather 5 of each multiple times. Additionally, if you haven't completed Knight's Sword, you will also require a red berry pie. So make sure if you haven't completed it, you bring one of those along as well. I have completed myself personally, so I don't have a red berry pie on me throughout this quest. So all in all, that is pretty much it. The ores and the bars is utterly random and is timed later on in the quest, so it's best to have those beforehand or buy them from the Grand Exchange. Either way, let's get started. So first up, you want to home port up to Relica, and then you want to head a little bit northeast up to by here where the rock crabs are, and go in this cave. Straight away you want to enter the next cave directly east of you, and then you want to talk to the Dwarven Boatman, which is standing right by here. Quickly run through all of his chat, and then choose option 1, that's a deal, and then option 1, yes, I'm ready to go. You'll then be treated with a little cutscene, just quickly spam through the chat. Same old, same old. You know the drill by now. So once the cutscene's over, just quickly spam through all the chat and you will appear inside Keldagrim. Commander Veldeban will start talking to you straight away, just carry on and spam through all of his chat, no need to worries. And eventually we're given an option, choose option 2, yes, I will do this. And once you finish talking to him, you now want to exit out and head over to the east side of Keldagrim. So from here, pretty much run directly east and then a touch to your north, and cross the bridge, and you'll be on the east side of Keldagrim. And we need to speak to Belsidar the Sculptor, or Blasidar the Sculptor, I should say. So to reach him, you want to cross this bridge here, and pretty much directly from that, you then want to head a little bit down towards your south, and then a touch towards your southeast. And it's the third house down, this one right down by here. So once you're here, go ahead and open the door and go ahead and speak to Blasidar the Sculptor. Quickly run through all of his chat. Choose option 2, yes, I will do this. And carry on spamming through. So once you've done all that, you want to head into the large building just to your west, and in the southwest corner of this building, you will find the next lady we want to speak to, Vermundi. So go ahead and speak to Vermundi, and run through her chat, and choose option 2, yes, I'm looking for some special clothes. And carry on spamming. So from this point we now need to go to the library, so exit this building and then head over to the west side of Keldagrim. So from here you want to head north and then cross the bridge once again. Once you've crossed the bridge, it's the second building directly in front of you. It's a little bit large, and it's this building right here. Once you're in here, you want to speak to the librarian, and I'm sure you've guessed it, but spam through his chat. And then choose option 2, do you know anything about Elvis's clothes? Spam through the rest of his chat, and at this point you need to have less than 33 kilograms on you. The easiest way to check it is go to your worn equipment screen, this one right here, and as you can see I've got 33 kilograms on. This needs to be under 32 kilograms. If you're wearing a lot of plate armor and stuff, go ahead and take them off and drop them on the floor temporarily. And you want to climb up this little bookcase ladder here, right on the east side of this building. And if you're under 32 kilograms, then you'll receive a book. Once you do so, pick up your armor if you needed to drop it and re-equip it. So with the book of costumes in hand, you now want to go back to Vermundi. So cross the bridge, then head south and into the large building again, and speak to Vermundi in the southwest corner. So once you're here, go ahead and speak to Vermundi. And choose option 2, yes, about those special clothes again. Quickly spam through the chat and she'll take the book off you. Talk to her again, choose option 2, and keep spamming through the chat once again. At this point you now need to use your coal on the machine just to your left, the spinning machine. Once you do so, go ahead and click on it again to light it. This may work first time or it might take you a few tries. Just check your chat until eventually it says it is lit. So make sure the machine is lit. And once it is, go ahead and speak to Vermundi once more. Choose option 2, yes, about those special clothes again. Spam through all of her nonsense. Choose option 1, I'll pay. Once you do so, you'll be treated to a little cutscene, and eventually you will receive some exquisite clothes. So that's one item down, time to get the next one. So for this you want to head over to the west side of Keldagrim in the far northwest corner in the sword shop. So to do that, just head north, cross the bridge, and then run pretty much directly west. So once you're over here, it's the sword shop in the far northwest corner. Go ahead and enter, and speak to Santiri. Quickly run through his nonsense, choose option 2, yes, I'm looking for a particular battle axe. Run through all of his nonsense once again. Then choose option 2, Blasidar the Sculptor needs it. Run through all the nonsense once more. Then choose option 2, perhaps I can repair the axe. Run through some more nonsense. And this is the part where it's going to differ whether you completed the Knight Sword or you didn't. If you did complete the Knight Sword, go straight down to Port Sarim and speak to the Imcando Dwarf. If you haven't completed the Knight Sword, you need to speak to the librarian in Keldagrim and ask about the Imcando Dwarfs. Then you need to go to Varg Palace and ask Reldo about the Imcando Dwarfs. Then go down to Port Sarim and speak to the Imcando Dwarf. Either way, once you've done all that nonsense, just teleport down to Port Sarim, head all the way down to the south, and on the southwest side of the peninsula you will find the Imcando Dwarf we need. So go ahead and make your way down there now. So once you're here, if you haven't done Knight Sword, you will need to give him a red berry pie in order for him to talk to you. If you've already done it, just go ahead and speak to him and choose option 2, something else. Then option 2, can you help me with this ancient axe? Quickly run through all of his chat, and eventually he will end up repairing it. So once he's repaired it, he'll also offer to teleport you straight back to Keldrim. I recommend doing so choose option 1, return to Keldrim immediately. This will save you quite a bit of time. You'll appear in Blassidor's shop, or building I should say. Go ahead and speak to Blassidor, and run through all of his chat. Then you want to speak to his artist, blokey right next to him, the sculptor's model. Run through his chat and you'll hand over the clothes. Then you want to use your sapphires on the battle axe. Make sure you right click the sapphire use and then use them on your battle axe. This will fully repair it and make it all shiny and stuff. Once you've done that, speak to the model once again and you'll hand him the battle axe as well. So at this point you now want to head back over to West Keldrim once again. And this time you want to go to the far southwestern building. And we're going to be speaking to Saro. He's in the armor shop in the far southwest side of town. So head north over the bridge and then run down towards your southwest. So the building you're looking for is just west of the pub. Head on inside and go ahead and speak to Saro. Run through his nonsense. And choose option 2, yes, I'm looking for a special pair of boots. Run through his chat once again. And it's time to go steal them. Happy days. So from here you want to head just north of the bank. And it's the building directly north of it. Head on inside, and inside you'll find another dwarf by the name of Dromund. Go ahead and speak to him. Run through all of his nonsense. And eventually he'll just tell to go away. So once he's done that, you want to head to the north side of this building on the outside, right next to the window where there is a boot on the table. You then want to wait until Dromund has his back towards you, so just as he passes his table, then you want to telekinetic grab the boots to steal them, like that. So the other boot is inside the building, right next to the doorway, so go ahead and make your way inside for that. And it's the same deal with this boot. You've got to wait until Dromund just walks past you, and then just simply pick this one up. So once you've stolen both boots, you now have the 3 items required for Blassidor, so make your way back to him. So from here, just head east and then cross the bridge to Eastern Keldrim, and then head south a little bit and enter Blassidor's shop, and hand the boots over to the model. So once you do so, talk to him once again and run through his chat, and he'll tell you to speak to Blassidor, so go ahead and then speak to Blassidor. Run through his chat, at this point you'll have a little cutscene, and it's at this point where those ores and bars come into play. We now need to do some odd jobs for one of the blokes in the consortium, and you'll be asked to gather random ores and then random bars. It's literally random what you get. Everyone is apparently different, and they'll ask anywhere between 2 and 5 ores/bars at a time, and you need to do this multiple times. So hopefully you've got a stockpile if you're an Iron Man, or if you're non-Iron Man, and if you're non-Iron Man, you can also use the Grand Exchange. Either way, make your way into the large building, head up the northern stairs, and speak to this secretary right here. Then choose option 4, I need to speak to the director. Then option 1, I've come on behalf of Blastador. And then option 3, is there anything I can do for you? And this is where it gets a bit annoying. So when you choose option 3, is there anything I can help you with? He will tell you exactly what ores you need to get, and he'll give you a time limit. This part is going to be different for everybody. So for my first one, I need to collect some clay, and I've got 14 minutes to do so. So the easiest way to access your ores and bars, if you have them, is you can either go to West Keldrim and use the bank there, and you can simply get them out of your bank. Alternatively, if you want to use the Grand Exchange, or use another bank which is slightly closer, come down to the southeast corner of Eastern Keldrim and jump in one of these carts, and this will take you straight to the Grand Exchange. So when you go up to the director in the large building, northern stairs, speak to the secretary, choose option 4, I want to speak to the director, I'm here on behalf of Blastador. Then option 3, is there anything I can help you with, and read it, because he will tell you exactly what ores and stuff you need. And then, your choice, if you've got them in your bank, go ahead and either come to the Grand Exchange and use your bank, or use the Grand Exchange to buy them, or go to Western Keldrim and use the bank there to get your ores out. Doesn't particularly matter which, but you just need to get these ores within the time limit, and then head back to the secretary and hand them over. So as I said, this part is different for everybody. He could ask you for iron, he could ask you for mithril, he could ask you for clay, he could ask you for coal. Anything between clay and mithril is going to happen when you speak to the secretary. So once you go back to him, talk to him again and choose option 3, is there any other tasks for me? And he'll ask for another random bunch of ores. Go ahead and accept it. And you'll need to do this anywhere between 3 and 5 times, give or take. And at which point, when he finishes talking to you, he'll say something along the lines of, you can now talk to the director. But yeah, this is a bit random too. The secretary will ask you to run anywhere between like 3 and 10 errands. It is different depending on just random luck. For me personally, it only took me a couple, but for others, they have taken up to 10 errands for the secretary before he actually says, by the way, you can now speak to the director. So either way, carry on running through this. Keep getting the ores and hand them back to the secretary until eventually he says something along the lines of, you can now speak to the director. At which point, it'll be pretty much the same thing again. You just got to run through his options and then ask if there's anything you can help with. The only difference is the director will ask you for bars instead of ores. So either way, keep running through this until eventually Secretary Boy goes, "I mush, speak to the director." That is pretty much all there is, and this is almost the end of the quest. You literally just need to complete these random tasks for the Secretary and the Director, and then you're pretty much done. So I'm going to skip ahead now until eventually it's the final one for me and the secretary. You're more than welcome to pause it until eventually that secretary does say to you, go ahead and speak to the director, and then resume the video once he does actually say that for you. But either way, once you're finally done and your final task, when you go to the secretary and hand them over, he'll tell you to go ahead and talk nonsense with the director. Go ahead and do so. So when you ask for another task, he says, I'm afraid there's no other work for you, but you can now go and speak to the director. Go ahead and talk to him, he's literally right next to you, and run through his chat. Choose option 4, blasted out the sculptor sent me, and then do you have any tasks for me? So again, it's pretty much identical to what you just did with the secretary, only this time he'll ask for bars instead. And again, your options are identical. If you've got a stockpile of them, you can either go to the bank in Keldgrim or the one in the Grand Exchange. And if you're not an Iron Man, then you can always just use the Grand Exchange to buy the bars that are needed. Simple as that. So back and forth with the director, and he will ask you a random number of times. It could be 1, it could be 5. It's utterly random, so there you go. Just wish you're lucky. That's all you can do. Just hope you're lucky. So again, just keep running through this until eventually he doesn't have any more tasks for you. And eventually try asking if you can simply join him and his company by choosing option 2. Once you've done so, choose the option which says Blasted Door sent me. Run through all of his chat, and then choose option 1, I would support you. And eventually he'll say yes and tell you about the consortium meeting. Then choose option 1, yes, long live the green gemstone. Once you've done this, all you need to do is head over to Western Keldgrim and speak to Veldeban. So for this, you just want to run north and then head west across the bridge. And Veldeban is in the building just west of the bank. So once you're here, just head inside, speak to Veldeban, and run through his nonsense, same as usual. Choose option 1, I'm ready. And then option 1, I want to attend. As soon as you do that, you'll be treated with a pretty long ass cutscene. And that, people, is pretty much it for this quest. That is quest complete. Happy days. So for completing this quest, you gain 2 quest points, 2.5k mining XP, 2.5k smithing XP, 2.5k crafting XP, a k.5 of magic, a k.5 of thieving, and a k.5 of fire making XP. And as usual, you gain 2 treasure hunter keys. So there we go. That is pretty much it, people. So that is the Giant Dwarf Quest, start to finish, no nonsense, happy days. So with that said, congratulations on completing the quest, and I will catch you all later. Have a good one.